By the time they had lived together for 6 months, the woman was used to the way things were. She had become used to the girl sleeping wherever she was, but she continued to track her, came upon the girl and timber in tufts of dry lupin, the blue flowers long withered and replaced by small bean pods, wolf bean, that the woman never dared to taste, or hidden away among the thick stalks of fennel redolent with bees, or sleeping among dry clumps of tall mustard on the way to the knoll, where the woman had planted 2 olive trees, or later in the dry, scratchy, gray skeletons of sage and the yellow arrows of foxtails. She was used to conversations which started and never came to an end, or ended and never resumed. Interruptions were like starbursts, queer, energetic eruptions that fell again like fountains of light. One day the woman awakened alarmed, as if by a change in weather or culture. She went to the girl's trailer, pretending her visit was casual. The girl invited her inside under the shadow of the wings of the owls tucked to the ceiling, as if in flight. Pretending that she noticed nothing, the woman said, "This is paradise. Let's stay here forever. This is like the beginning of time." The girl looked at her strangely. The woman felt the girl disappear. She was as startled by the abrupt silence as if by a sudden noise, as if owl had swooped in through the open door looking for prey. She looked deeply at the girl who was there, but wasn't there. There was something else in her place. Someone else, another being entirely. It was as if the girl had grown a hide that was thick and rubbery. There were thousands of fine lines across her, which deepened as the woman watched the heavy body of the girl fill out, spread toward her ankles, her legs disappearing, everything, arms, neck, absorbed into gray, lined, heavy, weight, mud. Now the girl was mud. She was heavier than mud. Mud balanced on bone. The specific gravity of mercury slowed down to a standstill. "The rhinoceroses are dying," the girl grunted. And when she raised her head, she was unable to hide the rough keratin horn for which she might be killed. It was difficult to keep her balance with this grief-filled beast overwhelming her. It was difficult to breathe. The woman had to pull in her breath from so far away, from so long ago. Against the flank of this huge animal, the woman was also forgetting everything she knew. She could feel her mind filling with old gray spaces, filling with yesterday and the day before and the day before, each day erasing today and falling like a mudslide, an avalanche of earth, stone, trees, putrefaction and petrifaction down into a deep pit of forgetting. There was only this now, the first animal. This ancestor, the one who remembered how it had been then. That was all there was to this beast, the ponderousness of then. How difficult it had been in the beginning. What it meant to begin. The task of remembering, of carrying all those centuries, carrying the past now, and carrying the entire future then. It made her bones bend with the weight. It made movement difficult, if not impossible. It pushed today so far away, it no longer existed. This animal, the woman understood, lived her entire life in then. The girl who had said the woman didn't know how to understand time was carrying then for herself, for the woman. The woman was overwhelmed. Sorry, have to go back. The girl who had said the woman didn't know how to understand time was caring then, for herself, for the woman, for everyone, for everything. When she leaned up against the woman was overwhelmed with then. She reached out her hand. She remembered being told there was a soft spot behind the rhino's ear. She reached for it and rubbed it kindly. The animal breathed a sigh of relief as now reached to then in this small and tender place. The hide was softer than she thought it would be looking at it. There were entry places. The rhino liked to be scratched gently, to be caressed. "Put this burden down, little one," the woman whispered in the girl's ear, in what she thought might be the girl's ear. "Someone has to carry it," she thought she heard the girl answer, even if it was only a grunt. "And the rhinoceroses are dying out." Not dying out, really. Hunted out. The elephants, too. They're so big and smart, you would think they could protect themselves. "I really thought we were in paradise," the woman whispered. "I know," the girl said, with a voice laden with unbearable knowing.